What if I told you some ancient armies won battles by setting the ocean on fire, by pretending to lose on purpose, and by dragging war elephants over frozen mountains just to terrify their enemies? This isn't mythology, this isn't fantasy, this actually happened. And somehow, it worked. First up, the Carthaginian army under Hannibal, around 218 BC. Hannibal wanted to invade Italy, but the Romans were between him and victory. So he did something insane. He marched tens of thousands of troops and dozens of elephants over the Alps. Yes, elephants, in the snow, on narrow rocky mountain paths. Why? Psychological warfare. Romans had never seen elephants before. Horses panicked at their smell and size. Soldiers were terrified. Even a single elephant could break a line of infantry. And Hannibal's army wasn't just walking. They were constantly fending off avalanches, rock slides, and starvation. The payoff? When they finally reached Italy, the terrified Roman army was already on edge. Hannibal's elephants smashed through formations like living battering rams, causing chaos before any swords were drawn. Next, the Cherusci tribe in Germania. In 9 AD, the Romans marched in neat, disciplined columns through dense German forests, confident they could control the battlefield. But the Cherusci had other plans. They hid warriors along the forest paths and behind trees, then attacked the Romans' flanks simultaneously. The soldiers couldn't see the enemy until it was too late, and Roman formations, usually their greatest strength, were useless in the tight, wooded terrain. The Cherusci would strike, disappear into the forest, then attack again, wearing the Romans down. This ambush destroyed 3 Roman legions at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest, and showed that even the most disciplined army could be crushed if it was forced into unfamiliar terrain. Third, the Byzantine navy's secret weapon, Greek fire. The Byzantines developed this terrifying incendiary liquid that could burn on water. During naval battles, they would shoot it from tubes or hurl clay pots filled with it at enemy ships. Imagine being on a wooden ship, surrounded by water that burns like oil, while flaming projectiles crash down around you. There was no safe place to retreat. Greek fire allowed the Byzantines to defend Constantinople and control the seas for centuries, because it didn't just destroy ships, it destroyed morale. Sailors would abandon their posts or flee before they were even touched, giving the Byzantines a massive tactical advantage. Finally, the Mongols of the 13th century perfected the feigned retreat. Mongol cavalry would approach enemy lines, then pretend to panic and run. The opposing army, seeing them flee, would give chase in full pursuit. But the Mongols weren't retreating in disarray. They led their pursuers into traps, overextended their formations, and then turned around to unleash precise volleys of arrows. Entire armies could be shattered without the Mongols ever having to fight head-on. This tactic required incredible discipline, timing, and knowledge of terrain. And it was devastatingly effective across Asia and Eastern Europe. Insane? Yes. Effective? Absolutely. These armies won battles not just with brute force, but with creativity, deception, and psychological warfare. Which of these tactics would you try if you were an ancient general with zero ethics? Comment below, hit like if you enjoyed the chaos, and subscribe for more history that's equal parts genius and totally bonkers.